Hey, I'm Captain Chris Baldwin with Bear Knot Fishing in Ketchikan, Alaska. Today we're out here fishing for black cod. I love black cod fishing because I love black cod, and that's the most important thing about doing this stuff. Black cod is just the most incredible eating fish in the ocean. They call it butterfish, they call it bacon fish. I mean, you put a piece of black cod in a bare pan, a dry pan, and it's gonna, oil's just gonna pour out just like bacon. It's an incredible eating fish. They live down past 1,000 feet, and they're very sought after in the commercial market. But it can be kind of boring because we're fishing with electric reels. We're fishing down past 1,000 feet. So if you don't appreciate black cod for what they are, you're not going to really appreciate black cod fishing. I mean, because compared to halibut, they tend to be a little bit smaller. They don't really fight. It takes 10 minutes to reel them up, 15 minutes to reel them up, 10 minutes to go down. So it's just a lot of waiting, a lot of standing around. But when you pull that black cod in, it is truly a special moment. So you can fish in 1,000 feet with hand cranks, but it's a lot nicer to have an electric reel. These are Tanacom 1000s, and they have a lot of power. They're kind of fun for halibut fishing too. It's cheating a little bit, but these are pretty nice reels. So you're gonna want, 40 ounces of weight or more. People go up to 3 pounds, just because we're fishing so deep. You want it to go down and really get down there quickly. This has 3,000 feet of line on it, and yeah, you can reel these things up really quickly with this. Simple double reg, like glow in the dark, likes to put little lights on them. Down at 1,000 feet, there's absolutely zero light except for ultraviolet. So anything is really going to stand out. Any kind of light down there is really going to pop down there for them. So yeah, so you just hold it over, open the bail, just let it go. It's that simple. And then I like to put it in the rod holder. And most of this fishing for me is done out of the rod holder. This is the bail for the reel. This is how you open it up. When you put it in gear, you could reel. These do have kind of a slow retrieval rate when you're cranking. But the cool thing about these is you have this. And they're also set, there's a drag. So if you get a halibut or something that likes to pull line, this will actually even fight the fish for you. So they are a pretty incredible pieces of equipment. Get the line in the water, make sure it's not tangled. Put them in the rod holder, make sure everything's straight. Just let them go down to the bottom. Whenever you're doing this, it's really important to drop both at the same time, because that way as the boat drifts, both the lines are going to drift at the same time. If you drop one and it gets at a different angle, now both the lines are at different angles, and as you're drifting, it's just the potential for a tangle just really gets increased by a lot. These reels have a really cool feature. They have a line counter on them, and it's in meters, so this one's coming up on 600 feet right there. Okay, well, they just hit the bottom. So right now we have them in the rod holders, and we're just watching the rod tip. You see it, and you get a bite, kind of looks like this. At that point, we just turn the handle. And with these circle hooks, that's how you're going to set the hook. Just by turning the handle, you want that slow, steady pull. And you get them up about 10 cranks to make sure they're still on, and then you hit the electric and have the reel bring them in. All right, well, it looks like we have one on. So I'm just going to let the reel do all the work and bring it up. It's going to be a while until it gets to the top, but we'll see what we got. I think that's the problem with 1,500 feet is you got to reel it up faster. It takes half hour. And puts a lot of strain on the tackle. 1,500 feet is a lot of, the fish is spinning all the way up. So a lot of things could happen. All right, here we go, about another 30 feet to go. These reels automatically stop retrieving at about 5 meters, so you gotta kind of be paying attention at this point. There you go. So this is a beautiful fish, and these things are just delicious. You give these to a chef that's classically trained, and I mean, this is as good as it gets pretty much fish-wise. It takes a little bit of work to get them. They're down at 1,500 feet, but this, if we catch these on our Cook Your Catch, There's just nothing like it. This is black cod fishing in Southeast Alaska. For more videos like this or to book a fishing trip, check us out at exclusivealaska.com.